I'm Terika. This is my kitchen. Welcome to Terika's Make It Work Kitchen. Last time we learned how to do chicken tacos. Today I'm going to make it short and sweet with some coconut shrimp served over some rice pork. You ready to cook? I know I am. Okay. First things first, what you're going to want to do is get some rice. Now, you can use some brown rice, you can use some white rice, just get some rice. What we're going to do is we're going to cook it up. It's really simple. I'm not going to even go into all of it. The directions are on the back. Really simple. No excuses. Now what's really cool is you can take the liquid that's on the back and you can split it up or substitute it for things such as coconut milk or some kind of broth of some kind. Give it just a little bit more flavor and texture. So what's so great about it. Now you can add some spices into it. What I did is I added some pepper. I got some ginger in there. Actually, I also added a little bit of lime. Gotta love lime. I use a lot of lime. Now all you gotta do is let your liquids come to a boil with your seasonings. Add your rice in there. Let it boil. Cover it. Set it to the side. Done. Simple as that. Now the next thing you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to prepare your shrimp. So we're gonna have a lot of fun with the shrimp today. So have you ever gone to Red Lobster or Outback and they have great coconut shrimp, or you've ever had some good breaded, fried, crispy shrimp? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make that yummy shrimp. I love coconut shrimp. It is my favorite in the whole world. So what we're gonna do is, I woke up today and I said, I want some coconut shrimp. I have coconut, and I have some breadcrumbs, and I have all this other yummy good stuff. So what we're going to do, though, is I'm going to show you what to do, just in case you don't have all the great ingredients, okay? So first thing you're going to do is go to your pantry and find out what you're going to bread that shrimp with. So I've got some breadcrumbs, got some coconut, I've got some graham crackers, I've also got some cereal. With recipes, a lot of times they'll tell you to use panko breadcrumbs with maybe some coconut. What I'm going to do today is, I know I got the coconut, but how boring would this show be if I showed you just how to make coconut shrimp? What I'm going to do is show you how to make it work when you don't have it. Coconut shrimp's gone, okay? No more coconut. So, breadcrumbs. That's nice and easy, right? We're going to get rid of these too. So you go to the pantry and you find you have like 3 different kinds of boxes of cereal. And you have graham crackers. This is where you make the choice. Are you going to use the cereal, or are you going to use the graham crackers? Now let me tell you a few cereals you don't want to use. Don't use those super sugary sweet cereals that have the like peanut butter and chocolate cereal or the marshmallows. Those aren't going to work. Just make a gooey mess, okay? So get rid of those. But say you have some corn flakes or even the Fruity Pebbles work really well. What I did is, in my cupboard, I actually have this Honey Bunches of Oats tropical blend with mango and coconut. Yay! We get our coconut shrimp after all! Okay. Now, if that's not for you and you do happen to have graham crackers, you can use these instead. So there's a few different ways we can do this. We can take our cereal, put it in a bag, and just beat the crap out of it. Oh, take out all your anger for the day. Yeah! Or we can be more civilized. We can take out coffee grinder. Do you have a coffee grinder? Yeah, these things work really well. Pulverize it to dust. If you don't want it quite so thin, you want a little bit more texture to it, just put it on a cutting board and roll it out. I'm going to show you how to do that. So put it on our cutting board. I'm just going to roll that out. that's noisy. Might be a little messy. You know what? This is something that kids would love to help out with. And there we go. Crumbly, crumbly for on top of the shrimp. So we're going to take this and we're going to put it in a bowl. Okay. I want you to get out 2 more bowls. In one, I just want you to put some plain flour. If you want a little bit healthier, use that wheat flour. If not, go for the white flour. A lot of people have it. The other thing I want you to do, I want you to take some milk or cream or coconut milk and put it in the bowl. Add a little bit of hot sauce, a couple eggs, 2 or 3 depending on how big a batch of shrimp you're going to do. If you're only going to do like 20, put a couple eggs with a little bit of milk or cream or coconut milk. And if you're going to do a bigger batch, do 3 eggs. I put 3 eggs in here with a can of coconut milk, a little bit of hot sauce. Good to go. Mix it up a little bit. And then finally, because it's going to be kind of runny and you want it thick as a batter, put a little bit of flour in there. Don't put too much. It's not supposed to be like a pancake. You still want it to be able to move around a little. See? When it gets to that texture, stop. Make sure it's mixed up really well though. Okay. So we have 3 bowls. We have one with our batter, one with our flour, one with our breading. Okay, this is what I want you to do. I want you to put it on the counter. I want you to do flour first, then batter, then your breading. Okay, now you're going to go get your shrimp out of the refrigerator. Now at the store, it's really easy to pick your shrimp. You can get medium, large, even extra large shrimp to be completely fine. Most of the time you can get a lot of medium or large frozen. As long as they're raw, that's what you want to work with here. Don't work with the already cooked shrimp. It's not going to work. It's going to be overcooked and really tough. So what you can do is you're going to get a package of those. You can thaw it in the sink really quickly with some water. Don't use hot water. You don't want to cook the shrimp. Just use lukewarm or cool water. Thaw that out really easily. Okay, so I've already prepped most of mine. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show you what to do with these shrimp. I got some medium ones. So when you get them in the package frozen, a lot of them come with the shell on. They say easy peel, and the back's already split. Okay. If you get some fresh ones that aren't already frozen, what I want you to do is you're going to vein it. What you do is you cut down the back very carefully. There's going to be a vein in the back. I want you to pull that out. That's gross. Don't eat that. You can get them fresh with the shell completely on. Peel them off. Peel off the shell. Tear out the back. Get all that out. You're good to go. Tastes so much better, so much fresher. So I've already prepped most of mine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do these. Okay? So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the shells off the shrimp. At this time, what you want to do as well before you start this is if you have a fryer, one that goes on the counter, I have one back here, go ahead and turn that on and get started in heating up. Or, if you're going to cook them in the oven, you can do it that way. Yes, you heard me. Or. What's going to be so great about this recipe, I'm going to show you 3 different ways to make these. You can even bake them in the oven. So healthy. You can put them in a fry pan on the stove. Great as well. Or, you can do it the old-fashioned way and deep fry them. Remember when you're cooking though, it's all about what you like. If you're not going to like cereal, don't use it. If you're not going to like heat, don't put any hot sauce in there. Maybe add some more honey. Maybe not add anything. Okay, so we've got 5 pretty little shrimp sitting on this plate here. First thing you're going to do is throw some salt on it. You only need a very little bit. And then what I did is I actually added a little bit of ginger to mine as well. If you don't have ginger and you still want to add some spices, try some cumin. It'll make it a little hotter. Or what you can also do, throw a little Italian seasoning in there. Throw a little basil, oregano, mint. Have fun with it. So these are all covered in your spices, right? What we're going to do is we're going to put it in the flour. What the flour's going to do is make the batter stick to it just a little bit easier. Okay, so these are nicely coated, flour evenly coated. You're going to do that with all the shrimp. Just get rid of this. You don't need it anymore. Okay. Remember when handling raw seafood to wash your hands, okay? Next thing you're going to do is take it, put it in that batter. Okay, make sure they're coated really nice and even. Once you have them nice and even, what you're going to do is throw them in the breading next. Now my breading's kind of chunky because you remember we rolled it out. If you use the coffee grinder or a food processor, it's going to be really fine. Look at that. That is covered perfectly. I'll put that back on our plate here. I'm going to do that with the same thing with the other ones. So if you notice you get a little bit of batter into your breading, try and get that out or it's going to just clump up the breading. This is also a really fun thing to let the kids do as well. They're really going to love the fact that you use their cereal on their food. Okay, done with the batter, done with the breading, let's get rid of them. So we have got 5 nicely breaded shrimp right there. So with our rice porridge and our shrimp, I also want to do some veggies. Serve that up, kind of a Thai-inspired dish here. So in here I've got some mushrooms, onions, carrots, and peppers. What's so great about using veggies is you can use whatever you have in your fridge. If you've got some zucchini, use that, even some tomatoes. Add some fruit in it. Pineapple's delicious in this kind of stuff. Turn your stove on medium-high. Get some oil getting hot. Okay, so we're going to take this shrimp, you're going to wrap it up and put it in the fridge for about 10 minutes. It works a little bit better when it's a little colder. Okay, so I've got some already in the fridge. They're already done up. Look at those. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in the fryer. Now let me tell you a couple tricks about using the fryer. Now if you want them deep fried and you don't have a fryer, you can put them some vegetable oil in a big pot until it gets really hot. Once you put some water in it and it makes a noise, then it's done. But you know what? If you want to deep fry, you're going to make it work one way or another. Okay, so 3 trays of shrimp in the fridge being cool. Make sure it's nice and hot. Throw those veggies in there. There's already a little oil in there, so you don't need any more. Just throw a little bit of salt and pepper in there. If you want to put a couple other seasonings, go ahead. But you know, I really think that vegetables and fruit speak for themselves. They don't need a lot of help. You're going to cook these just till they start to get soft. Now take one of your trays of shrimp, uncover it, and go put it in the oven. So occasionally you're going to want to give those veggies a toss. Now, if you're like me and you have a broken stove, which means I only have one element, then you're going to have to let the shrimp that you want to cook in the pan take its turn. If not, you can go ahead and put a second pan on, throw a little bit of olive oil on, and throw those shrimp in there and cook them up, just till they're golden brown. So whether you're taking the shrimp out of the pan or out of the fryer, they're going to be kind of oily and greasy. You can eat them like that, or you can drain them a little bit. Now, how are you going to drain them? And if you happen to have a fryer basket, you can let them drain like that. What I like to do is put them on some paper towels. Terika, what if I don't have paper towels? That's okay. I'm going to help you out. Coffee filters. See, in my house, we never have paper towels because I have kids and they like to use paper towels for no reason. So we use coffee filters. Soaks up all that grease just as well. And while you got everything cooking and working, you can go ahead and make rotations of shrimp in your fryer because they don't take very long to cook. So you pull them out, you drain them, you sit them somewhere nice and warm. Now what's really great is you can eat this shrimp with some delicious sauce. And everybody has stuff to make it in their refrigerator, especially if you have kids.
Hello.
some marmalade or jam or jelly, if you got any of that, you got a great dip. I got this 3 fruit marmalade here. That's going to work great. Put a generous amount in a little bowl, a cup. I'm going to add just a tad of honey, a little hot sauce, some cinnamon. And then after you put the cinnamon in, for the final touch, you're going to add a little bit of juice. Use some grapefruit juice. You have either like some pineapple juice, some apple juice, some orange juice. I guarantee you have the ability to make this in your own cupboard. If you don't have honey, you can use maple. Taste delicious. Okay. These veggies look perfect. Okay, so empty pan. We'll throw a little bit more olive oil in there. Trying to do even healthier, try some ham spray. Give that just a minute to warm up. Okay, once you can see it start smoking just a little bit, not a lot, because then you don't want to burn the oil. Go ahead and add those shrimp in there. They're not going to take long to cook, I promise. Get those coffee filters out on that plate. See that shrimp start feeling nice and golden brown. As soon as you see that, put them on the coffee filters. Go ahead, do it again. If it looks like your pan is getting kind of mucked up, from anything extra that might be falling off the shrimp, go ahead and wash it off, come back, warm the pan back up, put a little more olive oil in it, and go ahead like that. So I'm actually out of pineapple and orange juice, so I cut an orange, squeezing that in there. You can even do that with a lime or a lemon if you like a little tartar flavor instead of a sweet. It doesn't take so much liquid in there. All you want is enough liquid to break up that thickness a little bit. So while your shrimp is cooking, you can actually get plates out, put your rice on, put your veggies on, put your shrimp on, and you're good to go. Okay, let me give you a warning about cooking the shrimp, frying it. Really easy to overcook it, okay? Doesn't take long. If you're afraid of overcooking the shrimp, turn the stove down a little bit. Okay, so in the oven, you're going to know the shrimp are done when they look about the same color as chicken nuggets in the oven. Be really careful with working with oil. It can sputter and splash you, and it will burn and it hurts. Okay, so dish it up. You can put it on a plate, or even serve it in a bowl with a little bit of rice. Put your veggies on top, your shrimp on top of that with a little bit of sauce. And you, my friend, have made your own style of battered shrimp. Today you've learned you can make breading out of anything. Graham crackers, cereal, saltines, Ritz. You can even take regular bread, put it in the toaster, and crumble it up that way if you want. When using veggies, just do a little bit of salt and pepper and some olive oil, and use whatever veggies you want. It's delicious. Throw it on top of some rice, white or brown. Brown's healthier for you. And you can cook your food in the oven, in a fry pan, or in the deep fryer. You get the same results. Some really healthy in the oven, some really not healthy in the deep fryer, and then somewhere in between. As far as sauce goes, you got jelly, you got some juice, get yourself some sauce. Okay, our last step here today is to eat it. Are you ready to eat it? I'm ready to eat it. It smells good. It didn't take me long. Okay, we've got our nice plate, got some rice. So good. I'm gonna really taste all those flavors in it. One of the shrimp, yeah. That was one of the deep fried ones. That one's baked in the oven. Can't even tell the difference. Oh, good. I want to say thank you for watching Terika's Make It Work Kitchen today. I'm Terika. This is my kitchen. And we made it work. Bye, everyone.